and welcome to Husbands Love Your Wives podcast. And I am your host, Janet Marie. I am Coach Janet. I call myself Coach Janet, and I want to say welcome to everyone today. I am grateful and thankful to be here today, and I want to ask you all to call your neighbor, call your friend, call your family, and we're coming on today. We're coming on today, and we're not going to be on long today because I wanted to carry on um, what we were talking about on last Monday. And if you notice, I had posted, I posted the memorial service for civil rights leader Reverend Jesse Jackson. And I just want to go over a little bit the things because the things that we were involved in on last week regarding him. And so something kind of uh, attract my attention. It attracted my attention because someone came on last week and they wanted to hear about his accomplishments. And so they were saying that it was so sad that we didn't know about his accomplishments. And so I came on today just to share a little more about it. So I'm going to ask you all to like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you have not already done so. I just want to go over some of the things that we had gotten involved with for as the celebration of that life of Reverend Jesse Jackson. And because I wanted to let you all know a little bit more about him and why we celebrate his life, why we celebrate it. Because Reverend Jesse Jackson he had a life of legacy. And so we had a wonderful time at his memorial, and we enjoyed the memorial, the celebration of life that was here in South Carolina. And so, hi, Stephen. Hi, Steves. 363. And so I just want to share a little bit with you all about his accomplishment. He was born in Greenville, South Carolina. And so just wanted to share just a little bit about his life because he was a great man, and just wanted to come on to talk a little bit more about it, about him. And so he was a civil rights leader. And he was a protege of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and he worked closely with him, right? He worked closely with him. And we lost a very influential person, civil rights leader. We lost a very influential civil rights leader, I would say, in the modern American history. And so I just wanted to go over a few things that he did, a few of the accomplishments that he made, the contribution that he made to America, and I would even say to the world. To the world. Now, this is Husbands Love Your Wives. We don't get back into what we were talking about, but he was a great man, and I wanted to share with you all that we honored him in his life and his legacy, and he played a major role in civil rights efforts. And I want to go over some of the things that he did for the people. And he had a voting rights campaign, economic justice initiatives. He helped with the anti-poverty movements, protests against discrimination, protests against discrimination. And I want to say that because he believed, thank you, thank you, Isis. He believed that All men were created equal. He was present in Memphis in 1968 when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, which deeply influenced his life and ministry. And I just wanted to come on to talk a little bit about, because we have been celebrating his life for, I would say, maybe 7 days. We've been celebrating this great man. He was a founder of the Operation Push. Someone came on last Monday when I was doing the podcast, and they were going like, well, what did he do? Because a lot of young people really never knew much about him. And I wanted to share some of the things that he did. And that's why we're celebrating a great man. We celebrated him on last week. He was the founder of Operation Push. In the 1970s, Jackson founded Operation Push, People United to Save Humanity, to promote economic empowerment, jobs, and justice for Black Americans. See, it sometimes it hit different. It hits different when you really know what it was about. When you really know what was going on, when you really, because he came through a time of segregation. He came through a time when it wasn't common for a black male, a young black male, to stand up for equality, to stand up for justice. Oh, yeah. And that's why we want to talk about his legacy. We want to talk about what his accomplishments were. Rainbow Coalition. I want to share this with you all. Rainbow Coalition. He later formed a National Rainbow Coalition, which united minorities, labor groups, and poor Americans to influence politics and social policies. The Rainbow Push Coalition is what he led for decades. Just want to talk about his accomplishments. I say that because I want everybody to know the reason why we celebrate him today. He made history by running for the presidency of the United States in 1984 as well as 1988. And he was the first black male to run for president. His campaigns registered millions of new voters and expanded minority participation in the U.S. politics. Just want to tell a little bit about the things that he did for America, okay, and even the world, because he was known for what the things that he contributed to the world. In 2000, President Bill Clinton awarded Jackson the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the United States. Want to share this with everyone. Want to share this with everyone. He was a great leader. And I want to say this, that two of his sayings that he used was, I am somebody. I am somebody. No matter how poor you are, no matter what nationality you come from, no matter what status you are in life, he wanted to let the people know that he was somebody, that you are somebody. He was definitely somebody, and he wanted to share with everybody that you are somebody as well. And you always remember that, and to keep hope alive. I love you too. Just want to share this with everybody. Last Monday, I was at the memorial service at Brooklyn Baptist Church in West Columbia, South Carolina. Also, Reverend Jesse Jackson laid in the State House, South Carolina State House, during that time. Also, flags across the state was lowered to honor him. Yes, he was born in Greenville, South Carolina. I just wanted to let everybody know about his life. The largest memorial service occurred at the House of Hope Church in Chicago, Illinois. The key details at that service, that's right, I am somebody. What thousands attended. The service lasted more than 5 hours. Gospel music and civil rights tributes were included. 3 former U.S. presidents were there, and they spoke at the service, like Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, Kamala Harris were there. There were civil rights leaders there. And they talked about what such a great man he was. The final family service was held at the Rainbow Push Coalition headquarters in Chicago. And so at that service, many of his family spoke, and they had international leaders there, entertainers. And so I just wanted to let you all know that Reverend Jesse Jackson, he was an influential voice, and he had 60 years of activism. Just wanted to share that with everybody. And I want to share that because it is very good for not only he did it, but he wanted to spread the word, spread the word to the world, that others may follow in his footsteps. Yes, you could frame his life with this reflection. Reverend Jesse Jackson showed that faith, leadership, and commitment to justice can shape generations. And I know a lot of young people might not know about him, and I just want to tell everybody about this man who came up in a very hard time of America, came from the South, and sometimes we still have a hard time. But he was a leader, and he was a great example of leadership, a servant in leadership. He stood for righteousness. Even though the fault was difficult, he stood for righteousness. He stood for equality, justice. He leaves a legacy that blesses future generations. And I just wanted to come on today to tell you all a little bit about this man. A lot of times, I want to say this, a lot of times when someone leaves the earth, they celebrate him for a little while, or her for a little while, and then they move on with their life. But Reverend Jesse Jackson lived a life of courage and conviction. He was a preacher. He was in the streets. He did political work in the political arena, and he had faith. And I love one thing about this man is that I really shout out the courage that he had to do what he did. He lived out a life of justice, compassion, and service. And you all, I wanted to come on to talk about that because his final day of service was on this past Saturday. But I wanted to give just a little time toward remembering him. And I want the young people to get up and follow in his footsteps, know his legacy that he left, and get up and stand for 10 toes down, solid, stand up for righteousness and trueness to being a great human being. Stand up as a good person in humanity. And so I wanted to come on today that we're planning on talking about reasons that a person will know if their marriage will survive. That's the next thing that we're planning on talking about, but I want to come on here and give honor to the Reverend Jesse Jackson and his family and his wife that stood by him through it all. I love you all, and I hope you all will have a great night and a great week. And we'll be coming on this week to share some different things with you all. I love you all, and I say peace be multiplied. Peace. Have a great night.